Good day, my brothers and my sisters. This is Brother West coming to you. And the title of my message, briefly, is going to be about 3 to 4 minutes long. It's going to be a teaching moment. And so what I'm going to start doing from now on periodically, I'm going to be dropping maybe 5-minute nuggets into your hearing. See, because what God does to me, oftentimes he reveals things a lot to me, through nature, through natural things, through the trees, through the breeze and whatnot, because he created everything. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof in the world, and they that dwell therein. So God reveals a lot through nature. He reveals a lot through my life, through our everyday life in a family. A father, a daughter, a mother, a son. He reveals himself through nature, through the sun, through the wind. And so what I want to do today, I want to talk to you and briefly give you this brief revelation of what God has given me that could encourage you. Now, the other day, my daughter was doing something, and she was doing something wrong. But what I decided to do, the things that she was trying to grab, I took those things and put them behind her. But my wife instructed me, and see, in my mind, I'm thinking I was teaching her about putting it up higher. Now she can't get it. But my wife instructed me that leave it and let her play with it. Put it in her way. And then tell her no. And then you telling her no, you can teach her as opposed to taking it away and not being able to teach her. Now, this is my point. God said one of the reasons why that you're still in the situation, you're still facing what you're facing, you're still facing pain, you're still facing rejection, you're still facing those same old people that you still hadn't resolved yet. You're still facing those things in your spirit, in your mind, in your heart that you believe in God for. But it seems like those things are still there. And the reason why those things are still there, God allowed them to stay there. So you prayed for God to remove them, but God allowed them to stay. Here's the reason why. See, God allowed them to stay that way. When you face them, God will teach you how to give you the strength to either get out of it. He'll give you the strength to either to go through it, or he'll give you the strength to speak through it or speak to it, to that mountain. And so what God is doing, God is developing you. And what God is doing, God is expanding you. And what God is doing, God is opening your eyes up and making your eyes even keener to see, and your ears even more to hear. And see what God is doing. This is a teaching moment. What God is doing, God is calling you to become graduated. God is calling you to become mature or mature than that situation. God is calling you to become bigger than that situation. That's how you get the authority over that situation that you're facing. You find yourself facing the same old situation, but then when God delivers you, then you become bigger, because you once realized that God in you is bigger than that situation. And then once God delivers you and you realize that you're bigger in that situation, you would take that experience, then you would take and you would speak to someone, you would encourage someone else who's going through that same situation, giving them the encouragement to know that they can come out. And so the teaching moment is that God is not going to pull you out of your fire. God's not going to pull you out of your storm. God's not going to pull you out of your flame. God is going to allow you to stay. But while you're staying, he's going to be there with you, because the Bible says he's the very present help in a time of trouble. Just like the 3 Hebrew boys. He was in the flame with them. He was in the furnace with them. And he was the one that caused them to be burned free. And see, the thing about it, in your moment, God's going to keep you there. He's going to keep that trouble there. He's going to keep that hurt there. He's going to keep all of that there. But he's going to be there until you make a choice, until you learn how to overcome, until you learn how to adjust, until you learn how to forgive, and until you learn how to let go or mount up, or to expand, or to get the wisdom, or to get the authority. Whatever it is, what direction that God would like you to learn from this moment is a teaching moment. Please listen in this moment, in this situation. Listen, because God is going to give you intricate details that you're going to be able to use in the future. Hear me and hear me well. I'm done. Teaching moment.